Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News from Tay Ninh radio television station. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Cau is the border rural district sharing an over 31-kilometer border with the Kingdom of Cambodia. In the recently complicated situation of COVID-19 epidemic, Ben Cau district has been taking many synchronous measures in line with the local real situation.
The district has always actively promoted propaganda and encouraged bureaux in border areas to implement the measures of COVID-19 prevention and control. At the same time, actively join forces in the COVID-19 epidemic prevention and control, not letting the epidemic to cross borders and infect the community. Up to now, apart from the border gas stations, Ben Cau district has established 34 groups with many key points for the COVID-19 prevention and control, protecting the checkpoints in the borderlines on day and night, preventing illegal cross-border objects from avoiding isolation, contributing to maintaining national defense and security, and immaculate area.
Resolution on Direction and Tasks in 2021 of the Provincial Party Committee sets out a direction to focus on effectively implementing their goals of effectively preventing and controlling epidemic, protecting people's health, while recording and promoting socio-economic development on the basis of effectively implementing the party's guidelines, policy and solutions of the National Assembly and the government on socio-economic development in 2021.
Specifically, gross domestic product in the province or GDP compared with 2010 prices increases by 5.5% or more. GDP per capita at current prices reaches $3,300. State budget revenue in the province reaches 10,500 billion Vietnam dong. The rate of commutes meeting new state rural standards is 76%, in which 7 commutes meet new state rural standards. The rate of party organizations that successfully complete the task or higher will reach over 85%. The rate of broader communal party committees who successfully complete their task is 90% or more. The percentage of party members who successfully complete the task reaches 90%, developing the party to reach 993 party members. 20 border communes try to omit 81 party members. By the end of December 30, 2020, the total state budget revenue in the province reached more than 10,022 billion Vietnam dong, achieving 100.2% of the estimate, up 4.4% over the same period. 6 districts, towns, and cities exceeded the estimate, in which Tân Biên was the district with the highest revenue rate of nearly 126%. 7 types of revenue stream exceeded the estimate. 9 did not reach the estimate. The budget revenue reached more than 10,000 billion Vietnam dong in the complicated situation of COVID-19 epidemic, which was a highlight of Tay Ninh province. The estimated state budget revenue in 2021 is expected to reach 10,500 billion Vietnam dong. According to the information from the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, since early 2020, African swine fever has broken out in 50 provinces and cities across the country, particularly in Tay Ninh province. After a quiet period until December 17, 2020, African swine fever has appeared in small-scale households. Due to the generous nature of the disease, the chairman of Tay Ninh Provincial People's Committee has just issued an official letter requesting the chairpersons of People's Committees of districts, towns, and cities, heads of relevant departments and branches to carry out the concentrated direction and management of the synchronous implementation of epidemic prevention solutions with the motto of anti-disease like anti-enemy, promoting the role and responsibility of leaders in prevention, not being subjected, neglecting the disease outbreak, spreading, etc. In 2020, the farmers' unions at all levels in Goyao District has mobilized the Farmers Support Fund to be more than 280 million Vietnam dong, accumulating up to now to nearly 2.8 billion Vietnam dong. In addition, the District Farmers Union also received the interest state fund of nearly 3.3 billion Vietnam dong and an additional capital of nearly 500 million Vietnam dong for households to borrow capital for business and economic development. Thereby, 274 households have been borrowed with a total amount of more than 5.8 billion Vietnam dong. In order to contribute to the construction of a new style rural area, the unions at all levels have mobilized farmers to donate land to build rural roads and harden 6.6 kilometers of rural roads.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2020 is a year full of difficulties and challenges for the whole world. The COVID-19 epidemic has impacted on almost every sector, causing the stagnancy in production. But in the difficult situation, it shows the consensus of the people. We have achieved the dual goal, preventing and controlling COVID-19 epidemic while stabilizing economic growth and ensuring social security. It's one of the brightest points of 2020, while the COVID-19 epidemic is still raging. It's the driving force for us to get better results in 2021. Then, let's follow the report up written by reporters Phương Nguyệt and Vũ Đông.
2020 is an extremely difficult and challenging year for the world economy when the COVID-19 epidemic broke out from the beginning of the year and lasted until now with complicated developments. Tay Ninh is also unable to escape the negative effects of the epidemic when the business and production have been stalled. Almost all industry and fields have been affected. Industrial production value increased only 8.7%. Attracting investment decreased by more than 60%. Tourism revenue decreased 34%. The economic growth rate in 2020 did not reach the plan, showing the great impact of the COVID-19 epidemic on the economy. However, thanks to the unity and trust in the leadership of the party, the army and people overcome difficulties, make an effort to fulfill the dual goal, fighting against the COVID-19 epidemic, while stabilizing economic growth and ensuring people's life. Tay Ninh Provincial People's Committee has promptly implemented many solutions to remove difficulties for the people and the business community to stabilize their production and business. The government's economic stimulus and support packages have been flexibly deployed, promptly encourage people and enterprises to both restart production and business while implementing measures to prevent epidemic. Tay Ninh Border Guard and the police, military and militia forces set up a 24/24 patrol, tightly control the urban part, strictly comply with the isolation regulations for people entering from two international border gates. Thanks to the resolute and synchronous implementation of solutions, the province's economic situation gradually grew again. By June, the province's economic growth increased by 3.1% and 3.9% for the whole year 2020. The localities have given priority to organizing and implementing the epidemic prevention and control. The province has implemented synchronously solutions, including social distancing, at the same time resolving policies for objects and enterprises affected by the COVID-19 epidemic. Besides, it has also focused on solving problems for businesses, dispersing investment capital, and handling obstacles of the economy. As the result, the province has achieved many relatively important achievements. The province's GDP in 2020 decreased by 50% compared to the previous years, but still achieved positive growth higher than the national average. The results of economic growth show that the authorities at all levels have synchronously and effectively implemented strategic solutions, persistent efforts to overcome difficulties. 2020 is the first year implementing the resolution of the 11th Tay Ninh Provincial Party Congress. The complicated development of COVID-19 and its consequences are difficult problems which Tay Ninh is facing. The province has proposed solutions to continuously implement the dual goal. In extremely difficult conditions, Tay Ninh considers the anti-epidemic measures and people health and safety as a readiness to keep economic growth. Economic development is separable from improving income and people's life, protecting environment and national security towards the goal of sustainable development. The result of 2020 helps us to believe that 2021 will be a successful year with a more sustainable economic development.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for sharing with us and see you next time.